Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I am so glad you're here. You guys, we ended up doing a live chat last night and had the best time with it. We really did. So many of you came out. If you missed it, definitely go back and watch the replay. But there's a really interesting part that we talked about that I thought you would enjoy. So I clipped it out so you can watch it here in case you want to watch the whole thing. But it's all about the weirdness that is this Polo stuff. More things. We've got video now of her interacting with that other woman, ordering her to move around, and another video has surfaced, and I'm not going to spoil it. You're just going to have to watch and find out what happens. It's interesting. Get ready, and thanks for being here, everybody. Honk, honk. Oh, last side note. I haven't forgotten about Lady C's book. We are still reading it. We're in the throes of reading it. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. So I will start that back up most likely tomorrow. So check back. And unless these two do something else dumb, in which case we'll break in and talk about that. We'll see. But I'm starting it back. Don't worry. I hadn't forgotten. Let's start with this. I am not done discussing this. Do you guys have like 4 hours that we can discuss this? Because I would like to discuss this. Teeth! I find myself yelling teeth. I'm trying not to yell into the mic because I realize some of you guys wear headphones and I don't want to hurt your ears, but good Lord, teeth. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And then I feel like I didn't talk enough about it, but hello, bronzer. What is going on? I have another, let's see. I have another picture. There you go. Look at this. So this was shared by the Minging Tart, I don't know. Minging Tart shared this. What the actual blank. Look at, you can't make sense of this. You can't. The left picture and the right, it's crazy. She's dropped some of the orange. There's still orange of the bronzer, but it's gone a different way and it's getting nuttier. And to see the pictures side by side, I think really shows the nuttiness that is the bronzer.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. I feel like if I put that on, I'd be canceled.
Yeah, well, you would be.
Because that would be a bad idea. I'm not doing that.
It's just a reminder, this was from the Netflix document. I know you all know this, but this was from the Netflix show on the left. So this is her own, whatever, faux documentary. I'm sure she had final say when it went out. So she knew this was coming out. You can see right there. Whew. Both of them were scary. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought because I'm scared of these pictures. But you can see the left versus the right, and there's just so much going on. And it's kind of wild to see like that, isn't it? Wild. The brows, the coloring, let me go back to the original, the white part by the neck. Like, look, follow the back of the neckline and look at the difference. And again, insisting on wearing colors like this is pretty bold with that much bronzer and I don't know, foundation or whatever it is, the powder or whatever's on it. I don't know what that is. I don't know how you do that to your face. Whatever she's doing, I don't understand how it's not all over the dress. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, it's frightening. I just feel like there's teeth on top of teeth on top of teeth. So it just doesn't sit right. So her lip doesn't fit around it. I don't know. Oh, it's just so much. It's frightening, isn't it? But let's keep going. Let's see. I had more stuff to show you. So I showed you teeth and tan. Let's look at this. Oh, this picture too. So again, what would you say is happening here? Think about that pale picture from let me see if I can get that on the screen. Okay, yeah. So look at the difference. The towel picture versus right. I mean, did she roll around in dirt before this photo shoot? I don't understand it. I really don't. And if this is for Netflix, which I know I've seen the thing saying they're not even sure it is. I've seen the camera crew, but Stephanie was talking about that Netflix hasn't officially announced it, so who the heck knows? But whatever it is, she's there. There's a camera crew. Wouldn't somebody look at this and say, what's happening? If I walked out like this, Jay has never had an opinion on my makeup, but I feel like you'd say, what are you doing? What is this? Okay, there's another part of this video that I want you to see. This is Future Jen here editing and talking about this. Jay has not seen this video where she's telling the lady over and over here, come on, over here, talking to her like she's a dog. So we got into that. Now, unfortunately, I pulled the wrong video, so you didn't get the full effect. Just know that Meghan said it like 15 times in the span of 4 seconds. Over here, come on, over here. Just very rude, condescending. Let's take a look.
Again, a big thanks to all of those who provided horses.
Made her limbo under the trophy.
Okay, this is my fault. I screwed up. Some of the video cut out. Let me give you some backstory here. This doesn't show the full picture. She actually told this beautiful lady, I have her name, Dr. Sophie, I don't know how to say her last name, Chandauke, I believe. She told her like 14 times in the span of 5 seconds, can you stand over here? Stand over here. Can you stand over here? Stand over here. It's just so rude and over the top. What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, it's like, get away from the trophy that I didn't win. I must be seen with it. And what was the deal? She's who is she again?
Okay, I can fill you in. So she's Dr. Sophie. She is chair of the, never say her right, is it Santa Bali? I think it's the charity there. You can see it on the backboard there. That is, I guess, that's tied into this team. And she's chair. From what I understood, she's been with them for like 20 years, I think. Started as a volunteer, worked her way up. She's now like top of this thing. And Meghan is ordering her around, telling her where to stand. And notice made her walk under the trophy as opposed to, I don't know, being nice about it and gracious and moving out of the way. I just think it's so rude. It's exactly what it is. It's tone deaf. It's rude. And I'd like to point out, faux feminist, faux feminist indeed, right? Feminism my ass, because it was just inappropriate. To me, it screams of, hey, I'm going to need you to move because I don't want you on the other side of my husband. Heaven forbid I'm not the center of the photo. And here's something I'm going to add to it. Look at this. This was right after. Right after. Do you see what I see? Turning her back to the lady so she can crop her out.
Yeah, so she has people that apparently know Photoshop, so that makes it easier to use the rectangle tool to crop her out of the photo. Nice. Yeah. Like, hey, you're probably responsible for a lot of what happened here today, but, get.
You're exactly right. So why is it just doesn't make any sense. Why is she there? Why is she holding on to the trophy, making a big deal about herself? And pushing this lady out of the way and ordering her around. I find it so incredibly rude. This lady, Dr. Sophie, was there to receive the winner's trophy from, like, she was meant to be part of this. So she was, again, I guess where she's chair, she was meant to be on stage and help accept this trophy. But again, was being ordered around from Meghan. I have a real problem with this. I think it's so rude. Vina says, Jen, she was being bossy with a smile. That means she's a nice person. Yeah, I was thinking that, Vina. Here's what I think. I think she wasn't thinking about the microphones picking her up. She was thinking, oh, the camera can see I'm talking to this lady. So there's that. I wondered that too. That's what I think. I think so too. Like, oh, I'm talking to this lady. She can come stand by me. Because I've already seen these idiot reporters out there saying things like, oh, she let a fan, I'm not kidding, that was an actual headline, stand next to her. I'm like, what? Nobody's a fan of hers. That's not what it is. This woman worked her way up. How condescending. This woman worked her way up and is very much a part of this organization. Meghan is not. And can you imagine? I'd be so pissed off if I read that headline had I done all the work to get there. It's the same with Invictus. These people work so hard and are wounded men and women overcoming these obstacles, and then Harry and Meghan show up and try to take all the attention, clout, whatever the kids are saying now. It's so rude. I'm going to show you this one. Everybody, watch this. You may not have seen this part. I'm not going to play sound on this because it really doesn't matter. There is no sound. But I want you to get your eyeballs on this. Watch this video and watch specifically how Meghan treats Harry. Watch this. Watch her.
She's throwing bows.
Yeah, shoving him out of the way. That's more than just, that's not like, if we were at an event or something, I might like try to get your attention by gently like tapping you with my elbow. That's not what this is. This is shoving him, because see, he like moves to the side. It's freaking weird. What do you guys think? You find this is, yeah, see Mrs. Ryan saying the same. Shoot him right off. Exactly. Yeah. Do you guys see it too? Yeah, she totally elbowed him. Like, I know I can't stand her. And sometimes people say, oh, you read too much into it. Maybe I do. I'm not reading too much into this. You see it, right? She's shoving him to the side because he looks to the side. Sorry about the screen popping up over and over. It just repeats, but she shoves him out of the way. I really think she thinks he's in the shot and she doesn't want him there. That's just my opinion. Like, I wonder if there was another camera maybe facing them from a different angle and she didn't want Harry to block it.
Yeah, she must have wanted a clear shot of just herself and maybe the guy she's catting up right there. I don't know. He wanted him away, whatever the reason was, and he obliged. Oh, yes. I will oscillate my way across the stage.
Yeah, they were talking about the teeth, so I put the teeth picture back up. But yeah, you guys are seeing it too. She totally moved him out of the way, shoved him with her elbows. Can you imagine? Why doesn't he ever say, knock it the blank off? Yeah, so David, you see it too. That's awesome. Like, I'm just like, does nobody else see this? My head's going to explode. So there's that. Let's see. I think I had another one. Let's see what this is. Oh, no, I showed that one where she turned her back. Let's see. We saw the elbow. Oh, and then the other thing I do want to go into are the new photos that released. I did not do a video on these because it's hard for me to care, but let's talk about it. Here's the new picture that came out last night, I think, right before midnight. I don't know what's happening. It's hard for me to care. Wrinkled, messy, pants like 10 sizes too big, hiked up to her neck once again. It doesn't make any sense. Wrinkled mess. There's one of the pictures. Here's another picture that was released. Feel sorry for me. Look at me. I believe they said that was Delphina that she's walking with. If that's the case, then that's Nacho's wife. Being clingy, faking it for the camera. She knows where the camera is at all time. Absolutely just ridiculous. What are your thoughts on this? Wrinkled.
That's Nacho's wife, and that's Nacho Trophy. Let go.
Oh my God,
I'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, jokes aside, it's just sociopathic behavior. It's really, that's what has me drawn in. I want to hear Harry talk, and I want to see her do stuff. And I'm like, I just clap and say, haha.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can move this picture. Hold on one second. There we go. I don't know if you can see here. Trying to show you the bottom. You can't. There's slip-ons. She had on $700 slip-ons. And listen, spend your money on what you want, everybody else. But I'm going to judge the hell out of her for this. I am. $700 slip-ons. Yesterday wearing stilettos on the polo field. And then $700 like flip-flops. It's just incredible. Ugh, I can't with those two. Wrinkled mess. And then lastly, I do want to show this one. Here you go. What are we looking at? Well, that's Nacho and Delphina's daughter, Alba. The kid's not doing anything wrong. What's wrong with these two idiots hanging out with somebody else's kid? I find that so bizarre because they don't take their kids anywhere, ever. Can you imagine? I can't imagine leaving our Gosling at home, taking one of her friends to a party at the park to watch you play whatever sport, basketball, and hugging her for the cameras to appear maternal while my kid sits at home. There's no universe.
Again, I'm not going to keep reusing this joke, but I will for a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, Nacho kid. You've got two of your own. Despite how young they are, don't you think that maybe they'd like to be part of history and witness coronation? Maybe they would just like to see some horses run around. Take them to a polo match, or maybe they want to play in the snow. It's so weird.
I can't wait for their kids to write a book. If you believe the kids exist, I can't wait for them to write a book in the future about their crazy upbringing and how they were ignored, just like Harry pretends he was. But at least there's photos of Harry as a child watching King Charles play polo. You just don't have, it just doesn't make any sense. And then they're so obnoxious bringing the security. I showed that on the earlier video. Bringing security to a polo match. What the heck? Who do you think you are?